I went from not understanding what it really meant to change my life when I was in a toxic environment that I worked my ass off to try to get out, but I was stuck in that for years until I finally realized what it really took for me to do it in order for me to leave that relationship and actually start running my business. I would do nothing but apply strategy. I was like, tell me what to do. I am willing to do whatever it is that I have to do in order for me to change my life. Whatever it is, I won't bitch. I will literally apply it to a T, and I know I can get myself out of it. That's what I did. I kept buying strategy, following it to a T, falling off. Buying the next strategy, following it to a T, falling off. I would hire mentors, hire coaches, ask them to tell me exactly what it is that I have to do, follow it to a T, falling off. And the thing that I didn't realize at the time was I was operating from my mind and not from my heart. And that sounds like you want to roll your eyes. It's like, do you know what kind of situation I'm trying to get myself out of, and you trying to sit here and tell me to follow from my fucking heart? Yeah, that's survival right there. When you understand that the life that you actually want, the life to where you're showing up and you're consistent with your freaking goals, you're consistent with the gym to where you're in the best shape of your life, you're consistent with your business to where you're making all this money, it is in alignment with you when you're following your 5D, the fifth dimension, your highest version of yourself. When you show up the way that you need to show up, your heart leads you to the answers on how to do that. When you are too stuck in logic, which is what survival does. Survival is, I have to say this in my content and post this many pieces of content for me to get sales. I have to eat this many calories and go to the gym or whatever in order for me to get the result. You're thinking from a point of, what do I have to do in order for me to get the outcome? And when you do that, you work harder and get less results. But when you operate from your heart and from your empathy, when you're an empath high achiever, you operate from your heart, you will get the answers on how you're supposed to show up every single day, because your heart and your soul will lead you to it. You will know that, okay, I don't like this diet. I'm going to eat like this because that's what my heart is telling me. I'm craving to go in this direction. Then you start doing that. I don't like this workout. I like this one. And then your heart craves that. I don't like making content like this. I like making content like that. And your heart leads you toward. And then the next thing you know, because you operating from heart, you can stay consistent every single day, and it becomes your new default to be this way, that even if anything around you even triggers the fact that you're still in an unhappy place in your life right now, it won't even faze you, because your soul will literally feel like you're already that highest version of yourself. And then you're doing it in a way that feels good. But you got to train yourself and train your body, not your mind, your body, to get out of survival mode in order for you to have access to those inner answers. And this is exactly what I help my clients with. I help them get out of their head and into their hearts, so they can stop hustling, stop burning out, stop being overstimulated, stop strategy hopping, and actually do things in a way that feels good and that aligns up, that actually gets some results. Because it's not about all energetics and it's not about all strategy. You need both. You need to actually know how to do things in the 3D so that it can become possible. But what's actually going to fuel it is going to be your energetics and operating from your heart, and you're going to be happier while you're doing it. And then you'll know from there that your dreams are only a matter of time.